Hey friends, so we're going for a little drive here in my little Honda, and I just thought it'd be really neat if took you along for a spin. There she goes. So here's my thought. I've seen lots of marketers do these drive along videos, and they're cruising along in their car and they're giving some great pearls of wisdom, sharing their great ideas. And I thought, well, I do have a tripod mount for my iPhone, and I could do a video like that, and that would be super cool, right? So I guess they're chopping down some trees right here. So I always thought those were the neatest videos because people are totally candid and they share their thoughts and visions and stuff. And so I thought maybe it'd be a chance for me to share some kind of a pearl of wisdom with my YouTube channel. And so let's think about something. Some kind of a, well, I guess the silliest thing I could talk about would be maybe transparency. In the last few years, I've been really struggling to be completely honest on social media. I wasn't dishonest, but I don't know, I kind of worried. I really kind of polished anything I was going to say online. I would go out of my way to, really be careful in what I posted. I really wanted to make sure that it was, maybe something for a landing page, something that was, for a web page, or something that was related to a blog post, and or just being silly and maybe just personal stuff. But I really didn't kind of like engage in a conversation. I didn't put stuff out there that that would just be me being 100% candid. So anyways, I've been thinking lately about sharing more and more stuff about everything from like how I literally was homeless at one point, sleeping behind the 7-Eleven, and how I eventually kind of found my way, I was always good with computers ever since I was a little kid. So, I obviously, as soon as I had this opportunity for a, entry-level job at this computer place, this call center, I, kind of sort of climbed the ranks there, worked at 2 different call centers, and, started teaching people about technology. And I realized that I really love teaching and I really loved helping people. And what's interesting now is I'm starting to realize that, the bigger problem you solve, the more money it's worth, right? And so taking that teaching skill, and I'm going, well, what can I teach that's worth even more money and even more money, obviously, so that I can, not only live a better life myself, but also because it's really nice to be able to afford better equipment and be able to serve people in a better way, like better settings when you can get a better venue because you can afford it, or use better technology, better video, like with this fancy iPhone 6s Plus, and that kind of thing, right? So solving a bigger problem is worth a lot more money, and when you solve something that's worth a lot more money, you get paid better. So let me give you an example of some bigger problems you could solve. So let's start with a small one. Fix somebody's dial-up internet, right? I used to do that, and I got $9 an hour or whatever it was, $10 an hour or whatever. Bigger problem. Solve people's network issues. I've done that. I got $30 to $40 an hour to do that. And then you could look at, okay, well, build somebody's, what do they call it? Automation campaign for their business, right? Something that automates finding the customer and then nurturing the customer and then selling something to that customer. Now you're talking into the $2,000-$3,000 range, right? You can easily get more money because once it's all set up, there's no more setup after that, and so it's worth, investing. In fact, it's probably worth a lot more than that, depending on the business. Then I did a little bit of corporate marketing for a while there, and doing a corporate setup, $10,000 is not unreasonable, for just a business plan, just the plan, nothing else, literally just the outline of the business and nothing else. So that's pretty cool. And then lately I've been working on these different workshops and such. Launched one a few months back that was literally, just $100 a ticket. I think it's $147 retail, to come to a 1-day, 6-hour training, I think it was, about email marketing. But, 18 people came, right? So you can see how that really leverages time, and, how now I've got the whole thing video recorded and that can be replayed over and over again, unlimited. So anyways, that just gives you some idea on how that works, right? So the bigger problem you solve. So now I'm starting to look at, I've got some funnel software that I'm working on that I shouldn't say much about yet. I've got, working on more advanced email marketing materials coming out. And, I've got all these side clients that I help that are genuinely working to change the world. And so I'm really enjoying helping them change the world in their different markets. And, so that's what keeps me busy. But anyways, I guess for today's video, I just liking this idea of putting a video out every single day. Please put it in the comments if you think these videos have been helpful. If anything I say, rings a bell, helps you in some way. Just been thinking it was really, a neat idea to kind of keep doing these just kind of off-the-cuff videos. Sometimes I plan a topic for them. Sometimes I'm just going to put one out there and just see if there's something I can think of while we're talking that'll help people. But I think today's definitely solve a bigger problem. And really that, obviously, no matter who you are, there's something out there that you're really good at, or that you have a talent in, that the sooner you work to find that, some people just hope it's going to land on their head, that, and that's kind of in a rude way what happened to me. I kind of figured it out the really long way, but I really wish I'd gone to one of these, find your gifts, find your calling workshops, or, found a coach, something like that, because the sooner you find that and start making your strengths and weaknesses list, I know I'm good at this, I know I'm not so good at that, and kind of writing all that out, the sooner that you're going to be able to have a greater impact on the world. You're going to be able to make more money, obviously, side benefit. You're going to be able to, also, not be stressed every single day, not, frustrated or scared or, not sure what to do with yourself. You're going to be able to go, well, I know I can do these things. I need to find somebody to do these other things. I know that when I do these things, I'm successful. And, and I know that I need to solve a bigger problem. Start off with something that works, obviously, but, eventually try and find bigger problems you can solve that, are bigger challenges. And in every industry, I've seen ladies that work with work with families that charge $9.97 to do a workshop on that. I've seen people who, everything from gardening to you name it. There are expensive problems within every single market, no matter how silly or small the market is, that you can solve a problem in that niche, and that will, and there are expensive problems in just about every single market. Heck, even if it's, in an impoverished market, there's some kind of problem those people are having that's genuinely of value. So those are my tidbits for today. Solve a big problem, impact the world, and I'm Daniel Dayet, and thanks for joining me in my car. See ya.